want to talk about primes, and I want to discuss how they're useful with regards to factors. All right, so first let's define what a factor is. So factors are numbers that multiply to a bigger number. So for example, 6, that's equal to 1 times 6, it's equal to 2 times 3. Okay, all of those numbers that appear in examples are factors. So for 6, we would say the factors are 1, 2, 3, and 6. All right, let's do another one. How about 4? So 4 is 1 times 4, 2 times 2. So 1, 2, and 4 are the factors of 4. All right. Now, here's a fun one. What are the factors of 5? Some numbers will have a mountain load of factors. Okay? In fact, I could, like if I did 60, I would be here all day. Look at 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 4 times 15, all right, what else, 5 times 12, 6 times 10, I'm still not done. I haven't got to, let's see, 30 times 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there might be more. There's so many ways to multiply to get 60 that let me not claim that I haven't missed any, but let me just list the ones I have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, and 30, and 60. Okay, look at how many factors. Okay, now let's go back and do the question I asked before. What about 5? Well, 1 times 5. Anything else? Nope. Okay, so for 5, the factors are just 1 and 5. All right, you can always multiply any natural number by itself. You can also always multiply it by 1 to make a product that equals that natural number. So 5 only has 1 and 5. Now, numbers that only have 2 factors like this, the Greeks were fascinated with these, among other people. These are referred to as primes. Okay, primes, there's no factors except for the number itself and the number 1. All right, so what are some examples of primes? All right, well, 2, there's a prime. 5, 7, all right, 11, 13, and it goes on and on. So you might ask, how many primes are there? And is there a biggest prime? Well, it turns out there's an infinite number of primes. No matter how big you want the number to be, you can always find a prime that's bigger. All right, there's no shortage anybody will ever have for primes. Okay, so numbers that the only factors are 1 and themselves. Now, you might say, well, 1 is also a prime because the only factor is 1 and itself. We don't consider 1 to be a prime. We define 2 to be the first prime. All right, let's also get that clear. Now, if a number is not a prime, then it's called a composite number. So 60 had a lot of factors, right? So you might say 60 is very composite. It had a lot of factors. If there was such a thing as very composite. Okay. Now that is all I want to say to introduce you to primes and factors.